you are all having a fantastic day. So I got a bit of REM today for you guys, for your listening pleasure. I hope you like it. When the day is long and the night is yours alone. Sure you've had too much of this life. Oh, hang on. Don't let yourself go. 'Cause everybody cries. Everybody hurts sometimes. Sometimes everything is wrong. Now it's time to sing along when it is night alone. If you feel like letting go, if you think you have too much of this life, whoa, hang on. 'Cause everybody hurts. Seek comfort in your friends. Everybody hurts. Don't throw your hands. No. Don't throw your hands. If you feel like you're alone, you're not alone. If you're on your own in this life, the days and nights are long. When you think you've had too much of this life, you're not alone. You're not alone. All right. Now back to Donna Freddie S. How about them apples?
Plus. Stream your
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
They fixed my bell.
I see that.
Welcome to the midday show. I guess I got to stop calling it that too.
Why? It's still midday, kind of.
Kinda,
What
yes.
constitutes midday? Like, when does
Well, it
morning-
ain't the morning and it ain't the night.
So it's midday.
It's like a belly
Or is
button.
mid?
Belly button is midday. Do you know your belly button is the middle of your body?
Is it?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
On everyone's body?
Everybody got a belly button.
What if you've got longer legs in your torso?
Then that's an Audi.
I don't know. Anyway, happy Monday to you. It's been
Happy
a
Monday to you.
good, productive morning
I
in the
gotta-
studio.
I gotta tell you, Baxter actually picked a good song because today is mental awareness day. We're talking about the mentality of everything that's going on around us. And boy, you couldn't script this any better. But this was actually talked about last week. We didn't know about shootings and all that other craziness going on. But today is the mental anguish day. Do you know that more people die on Mondays than any other day of the week?
You know, I was so excited to come back here today, but I know most people are not excited about going to you too.
I'm excited, you know that. I love
In
Mondays.
here, you're excited.
I love it here.
When you
know
leave, when you leave here,
Eh,
the flow changes.
that. But I'm here a lot, so that's a good thing.
Which is really good. It's Monday again, and they're working on our Amp Media Productions videos. They're doing pictures. I don't know what they're doing in B, but they're all working on a lot of things for the foundation. And little by little, I was listening to something this morning that says, just remember that you are blessed, and when the things fall into place, remember over and over again. And all the things that caused me a little bit of stress the past 2 weeks, I'm actually embracing them and getting through them further and further.
That's because you don't look at all the gifts that you're given.
I was talking to Sally about that today, right?
Maybe we'll do the show today. It's
not
actually
even-
on past lives.
It's
Yeah.
not even gratitude. You know, because when you start labeling things, then you look for things to appoint that label to. So
That's
you're
true.
walking, minding your business in a parking lot, and you meet that young lady there.
Right, I know.
And all of a sudden, there's a gift.
Sure.
And you listen to her story and all the things that she's doing now, and she falls right into mental awareness day. And the same thing with you.
No coincidences. You know,
None,
I always
none. The
say
two of
that.
you
The
did
fact
the
that
same
you were here.
business in the
Well, I'm
past.
here a lot, but just that you are here.
It's true.
It's very true. I related to a lot of what you said.
And you realize what you've got going for you. And I'm
Yeah.
telling you, the pivotal point for me was when I read what Lakin had put together, not Lakin, Laura had put together, that are crew, all these testimonials. And I thought the thread of all of them was the same, about the people they meet here and the collaboration of them working together as a crew and a team, and even dysfunctional siblings like Grace and Baxton. But it's the people they meet and the energy and the opportunities. And even if one person didn't mean it, for 10 of them to say the same things that, I know, because you said they didn't mean it. But even if one
I
didn't,
didn't say
you
that.
did this morning, which is okay. I'm going
I didn't
to
say
ignore that comment
That's
anyway.
not what I said.
But I thought that was really the highlight of my weekend.
But
That
you're missing
pulled
the point.
all the things that we've been working on so hard, and the details, and the dotting the I's and crossing the T's, and the paperwork and submissions and the transparencies of all these things that we're getting. I thought, wow,
But
there's a reason.
those testimonials were done 2-3 weeks ago. And they weren't brought to your attention until you needed it most.
Timing.
That
Timing.
is the miracle.
True. I guess that
See,
is
if
true.
I had gotten it when I asked back then in the day, which was like 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago, even 10 days ago, 5 days ago, it would not have the impact that it had when they delivered it to you when you needed it most.
Right, I was putting it together and sending it to do the trifold, and I thought, this is even more important than our bio, because it really doesn't matter what our bio is. What matters is
I didn't even know I had a bio.
I know, you should see all the great things you've done in life.
It's amazing what I've done.
It's amazing.
Don't believe any of it.
It's amazing what you've done.
The questions I did an interview with Grace today, I didn't know how to answer that. I just asked Dawn.
You answered more clearly than I did. I was like very concise and to the point.
Well, clearly, I said, talk to you.
I heard you screaming my name through here. You needed this, you needed that, you needed the TV fix. I'm thinking, seriously?
Well, because she wanted to set it all up. But the funny thing is that if you ask me what I'm doing here, the answer I give you now will not be the same answer I'll give you in 5 minutes. I don't think about that. That's not my forte. That's not why I do it.
You've been on my show quite a few times, but the last couple of times, Freddie, I have had people call me and say, Freddie seems so into everything that's happening.
True.
And they don't usually tell me. I mean, they tell me things,
But that's a reflection of you.
Well, it's a team.
It's not a reflection of
It's
me.
a reflection of all of us. Absolutely.
You know, you have a seminar coming up.
Yes, I do.
And you have a number of seminars that
do.
you're going to. And I
do.
keep telling you, you got to pump up the volume. We got to get you to a certain space.
Right.
And I want you to understand that I firmly believe in everything and anything you say and do.
Right.
But I need you to raise that awareness to a certain level.
Well, we had a couple of weeks with thousands, right? But then last week dropped a little
That was the
bit.
4th of July. That don't count.
Oh, okay. I feel better.
Even a
about
baby burps.
that. Okay.
as they
Okay.
It happens. But you know, if you don't take life to the extreme, you have to
Right.
take it seriously, but you don't take it to the extreme.
Exactly.
And sometimes God will provide an answer when you least expect it. So when you need something, and it was in the wings, it was held back, and all of a sudden, when I read that last night, I knew it instantly why it was sent last night. Because boy, could you use it? And there's a point now that they don't even surprise me anymore.
Right.
What surprises me is that they catch up, because I've already seen it. I'm already working on the next idea. And this Thursday, we have a fantastic opportunity for them to shine and to do the things. And they just don't, they see it as work, an assignment they got to do. They're still in school mentality. But when they go out there and they find out just what life is about, they're going to look back on those days and say, man, I remember when that crazy guy with the hat said, let's go do this. And we thought he was nuts, and we did it. And you're going to find out your calling has always been in your hands. You just ain't never seen it.
It's when we figure it out, and then everything is fantastic.
Unbelievable.
If you could go back to college now, would you do it differently?
I would do the same thing over and over again. I
Would you
not
do it
differently.
differently, Bax?
You're asking a guy who's still in college.
No, you're in grad school.
I would have not got my master's degree. I'm just joking. But, no.
You would have done it the same.
Well, okay.
Sit up, grab over the mic over here. He's going to take Z4.
Why do you ask him?
Because if I were to redo college again and my master's, I would try not to stress as much.
Yeah, like,
I learned a lot,
Stresses me.
but
Yeah.
the stress I put on myself for getting the good grades and for finishing you didn't have to do a thesis, and getting through my thesis, which has led me to where I am in this foundation. My thesis 100% is everything I'm doing now, and if you think back to doing that at 21, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But I stressed about it like ridiculous.
Yeah.
Why?
and it's like, that's my answer pretty much. I would have put less pressure on myself to do well.
Yeah.
You
And
know what I
just
don't
kind
understand
of-
about the two of you is that every day you get up and you're writing a thesis. Every day you're making a mark. Every day you're saying something. Even Aiden. Every day he's doing something. That's why you're awake today.
She's like,
I agree, but like I do think
You
there's a
related?
fine line of wanting to do well and pushing yourself to your own detriment to force yourself to do well.
How do you use detriment and goal at the same time?
he's right though, because there's a goal, and then you push yourself so hard, it's almost at your own psyche, mental health detriment. That you know what, maybe you didn't really need the A.
It doesn't matter as much.
Right.
But the key to it is balance.
Yeah.
Balance.
And if
Balance
I may
is the name of the
too,
game.
I wanted to add to all of what you're saying, it all comes into play also because I pulled a card of my wisdom healing, and it was the Hawk Prince, which is spirit communication and paying attention, because all too often we don't really pay attention when we're in it now. Because like you said, I'm already waiting for them to catch up. I'm already on the next one.
Right.
But when we're not paying attention to where we are, sometimes people can get off balance, and we just try to bring everybody back in so that we could all accomplish what we're trying to
But then
accomplish.
answer me this.
What?
If you are looking for balance, or are we looking for answers?
Your answers come through
I was
balance.
just
When you're not in balance
So you're
is where
looking
we
for-
start
That's
to
right.
stray.
So we're looking for balance first.
But it's mind, body, and soul. It's not
Absolutely.
just thinking a certain way.
Okay, I accept that.
Yeah, you have to speak it out.
I don't care how you
It'll
get
come back.
there.
Yeah.
I
I
just want you
should.
to acknowledge that you
Care.
get there.
Care because it's conscious thought.
Right.
When you consciously focus on something, you will achieve, and you will bring that to you because you're putting it out there, you're focusing on it.
No, I get
and
it.
it's only you. And if I can just leave anybody with today 10 words, 10 powerful words, and they're only 2 letters each. I didn't create them, someone gave them to me a long time ago. But it's a full sentence of 10 words, each 2 letters. Okay, if it is to be, it is up to me. And I've been living that for forever because no one else is helping. You have to help yourself. You have to put it out there. And then so many people will come back to promote you and to say, yeah, we think the same way. You just have to find them and then pay attention when you're there.
I like that. If it is to be,
Yes,
It is up to
absolutely.
me.
it is up to me.
I gotta tell you,
Yeah.
I look at it in a different scope. You're gonna teach me to drive, and you're gonna teach me to drive, and the 2 of you will teach me to drive different. And what I get from these experiences is what life is all about.
Yeah, but you're one of the few people as an adult that are willing to learn from other adults.
I think that that's the problem, is that we're not willing to learn.
But we don't. We get to a certain age and we stop learning. We think we know everything. We think our way is the right way. And there's a lot to listen. From the past 2 weeks, I have learned so much more than even the initial paperwork. That we had a great team, and I gave him everything, and he did it. These past 2 weeks, I've had to do the rest of it. And what I have learned has been a lot. It's been stressful, but I've gotten through it. So I've grown doing it. It stressed me out doing it, but now I realize I can embrace it and ask everyone, like Lakin helped me and Grace helped me, and then Baxton's finishing up something else, and our crew is amazing.
13 years ago,
As a daughter from a previous life,
Oh, God.
you're right where you're meant to be.
Thank you,
Okay, and I'm saying that on the air. Okay,
13
girl.
years, 13 years ago, I asked Dawn to come in work with me. And for 4 years, she said no. Okay, for 4 years. And it's up to her to tell you why she said no. I know some of it, but none of it makes any sense. And I can prove my point in the last 9 years, but you can't prove your point in the last 9 years. So the object of the game is finding balance. To you is important. Me getting to the spot to get you here was my point. Because you never know what's going to happen unless you step on the spot.
But
So
if you
you-
don't take the opportunities,
Right.
timing isn't always, I mean, you know, there is really no time, but to explain that would take an hour. But timing is important here. And I've seen even with me, with the first book that I had, my timing for my book, the very first one, which was written a long time ago, is to come out now, and the second one in a few months. It's not about me, this is about you, but it's all about timing. Sometimes we don't always see the timing. And maybe when you first asked Dawn, and I know a little of the story, when she did say finally yes, that was the correct time, because you've been happy here and here you are with these wonderful shows.
She started paying attention.
She paid
But
attention.
hold on,
That's true.
I wasn't here.
Well, she paid, maybe paid,
No,
but it
hold
wasn't,
on.
you know.
I wasn't here. If she had said no to this, I wouldn't have asked but once. That's not the point.
Okay.
I asked her when I was in a room smaller than Studio B at the radio station. And there was nothing there except me and a dark room. So I waited, and I waited, and I waited, and I waited. And I asked, and I asked, and I asked, and I asked. Simply for her to come and say, okay, now that you're here, let me drink from your wine of knowledge. And she says, are you going to be in here, or do we go out? Now what you see around us has been her saying yes. No, I followed.
But in a way, I relate again to myself with that, because I was meant to show up at your other studio all those years ago. When I finally, by somebody else asking me to come in here, I came in here, and you had been told a couple of years ago about I should come here. I was meant to be here. I can't tell you for sure I wasn't meant to be in the other place or what was happening, but I have never been more comfortable, as you guys know.
But did you do this before you met us?
No, I had never done. I had done workshops.
But that's my point, honey.
But my timing for me to be here.
You just got to catch up.
Haven't I?
You've caught up now.
She's caught up, and now she's like exceeding
Now
and going.
I've gone beyond.
You know, some of us are not gifted with the ability of understanding where we stand.
Right.
Some of us have to go through a whole bunch of junk before you get to the spot.
Right.
And you go, you know something? This is where I belong. But it isn't getting there, it's staying there. See, it's easy to get there. Try to stay there.
Well, my track record's pretty good here, right? I'm
It
not
is.
going anywhere.
It
right?
is until it ain't.
Right. Yeah, yes.
It is until it ain't.
But
And once
enjoy
it ain't-
what we're doing now. It's very important. And you guys are amazing.
Thank you. Why don't we take a quick commercial break? I think we've got a video to play. We've got a few elements, this day in history, see what's going on. We're not really going to talk about what happened over the weekend. And then we got
You already know what happened over the weekend.
Yeah, you all know what happened over the weekend.
You don't
we
need me to tell you.
You don't need us to tell you what
We don't
happened
know
in this
anything
country.
either.
All right, more to come. Stay tuned. You can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at the Brooklyn Cafe TV for exclusive behind-the-scenes content. Like and subscribe. And now you can also find us at Ant Media Features Foundation as well as Ant Media Productions. More to come. We'll be right back.
Do you have an idea for a show or a podcast? Do you want the opportunity to be on TV? Ant Media Productions is partnered with True Oldies Real Radio Station and powered by many online platforms such as Roku, Facebook, YouTube, and even Amazon Fire to help amplify your impact. Do you want your voice to reach a wide audience? Call us today at 866-224-5422.
Ant Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
Looking for art to add to your collection? Well, look no further. Here at Ant Media Studios, we house tons of art, ranging from abstract paintings to realistic portraits. Come on in and find the art that fits your home. Any and all art is up for sale, so pick yours up today. Stop by at 2400 Northwest 2nd Avenue, Boca Raton, Florida 33431. See you there!
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, tasty rich and pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Have you filed for disability benefits but were denied by the Social Security Administration? Or do you need to apply for benefits and are overwhelmed with paperwork? Are you between the ages of 50 to 63 and can no longer work because of an illness or injury? Thousands of hardworking Americans are in your situation. They file for disability benefits every month and are unnecessarily denied their much-needed benefit check. Call now for a no-obligation, free evaluation. We can help you nearly double your chances of approval and get your benefit checks faster. We understand the physical, emotional, and financial impact and will share our insider expertise. There is a time limit to apply. We're here to help you get your disability claim filed and paid as soon as possible. Please, time is limited. So, if you are between the ages of 50 to 63 and can no longer work because of an illness or injury, call right now and let us help you file your disability claim with the Social Security Administration.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
It has been one of the most miraculous experiences of my life. I started here just over about 2 years ago, and they've really helped me realize and understand how good I can be at this kind of thing.
I love that. Nice job.
Good job, Baxter.
Nice job. I love it.
That's good. All right, so you want to set this mental awareness. Well, I guess we've been talking about it. Mental Awareness Monday.
Okay.
About, if you can catch up on Monday, you can catch up for the rest of the week.
I don't know, I'm usually pretty good on Mondays. By Friday that I'm falling apart. But last week, we got to go to Boca Luna, and I'm excited because part of the foundation is we are going to do an event on July 25th at Boca Luna, and that happens to be, I don't think I even told you, that's National Intern Day, where we get to celebrate our interns. So I'm glad that we're doing it that day. You didn't even know when you booked it, that we can now celebrate our interns at this event and bring it forward with True Oldies in conjunction with Amp Media Productions and Amp Media Futures Foundation. So I want to spotlight our crew. Maybe they can do a producer's show as well and put some elements together.
We can. We're going to be putting together a networking party to this thing, so if you come out, you two can be on the air, and this is going to play on the radio. We're going to have some radio shows there that night. We're going to play all the shows. We're going to invite all the hosts. We're going to invite everybody who comes in. Still continue to do happy
A dance
hour
party?
there, all day, like we did at Juniors.
And actually, FAU said to send pictures for that day because they're going to be celebrating the interns that work with employers in the community.
Perfect. So if you are a company, come on down. Let's chit chat. Let's get you on the air. Let's introduce you to friends. And if you're lucky, maybe you can meet somebody in the parking lot when you're walking to.
We always meet people in parking lots, right? It's like a place.
happened
I
twice.
know. I always hang out in parking lots, and I know I shouldn't hang out in parking lots, but I do. So we're leaving this great event. We're looking for Baxton, who's eating, and he and Casey are leaving a restaurant. And we meet this lovely young lady sitting on the bench waiting to go into another networking event. And here she is. So we've got Genevieve, is it Mazzone? Manzoni joining us. And I love your hair. It's beautiful. Genevieve is a life coach, a Reiki instructor, a fitness coordinator. You do a lot with self-awareness and inside out, I would say.
Mind, body, and soul. Correct.
Mind, body, and soul.
Inside out. It's literally inside out because of my Crohn's disease. I've had many surgeries. I've had 6 on my stomach. I've had a colostomy bag before. And trust and believe, you don't want to be in that when you're paying attention. That wasn't very fun, the colostomy bag. But I healed myself through exercise and diet and then thinking or thoughts. I was feeling for you when you said you were so stressed for the last 2 weeks because I thought, I wish I knew because I could have helped because stress really is disabling.
Yeah.
And it eats at us, yes. So if you don't know how to channel the stress for good for yourself, which I'm going to teach you. It's not hard. Yeah.
I'm anxious and curious about.
What did you bring?
The fine.
Well, the tuning forks, because everything is vibration, as you can attest to that. Vibration helps us in our frequency to
But how do you
feel better.
use that?
You just hit it with the little striker.
No, that I know. But how do you use it to? What are you trying to?
When I'm doing Reiki with someone and I'm concentrating on your chakras, sometimes we just get stuck. So when you put the tuning fork on each of the chakras, it just helps them spin. And it's the vibration, and that's what you want to get. You want to get aligned. Everything wants to just work together.
So are you able to pick up people's vibration just by talking to them?
I'm a vessel. So when I'm working on you, I speak what comes to me because it has nothing to do with me. Okay. So if I'm on your throat chakra and I don't seem to want to leave that particular area like I know is going to the next one, then I'm going to say to you, there's maybe something that you're holding back because you want to say something, but you're afraid it's going to hurt somebody. So if this relates to you, speak your mind. It'll actually help you feel better. I don't know you from Adam until I'm scanning you and working with you, and then we'll speak what comes from me because, again, I'm just a vessel. I'm here to help serve, to help people feel better. Your whole body, mind, body, spirit.
How do you do the feel? So let's say you're talking to Dawn. How do you feel that?
You're on my massage table or a chair because I'm working in Pompano Beach right now at the Soulful Steep. They have a salt cave, which is magnificent. Shout out to the Soulful Steep. It's awesome. If you haven't been there, please go.
So when you're sitting in front of somebody, they're able to send you what energy level they're at?
No, you have a feel when you're doing a scan. So your hands are over each of the chakras. So when I usually start, I like you to shuffle the deck, a card deck, to pull your card for you. And that's what you're going to focus on while you're there laying there with like a little heat pack over your eyes or something, to just concentrate on what you're trying to focus on, what your path is for you. Everybody is completely different. Right. So there's not one right way for one person as there is to another person. It's feel. Everything is energy. So what you're putting forth, you can absorb. And then when you're taking out the negative energy and you want to get rid of the energy, you give it back to the earth because it's not meant for you either. It's not meant for me. It wasn't mine. I'm just helping you clear it out. It's
and
not
you
yours.
replace
You
it
don't
with
need
positive energy?
Yes. Healthy vibrations.
And you've been doing this a long time?
Well, my aunt taught me a long, long time ago. I mean, I went to the Usui practitioner to learn too. She's been doing it for 40 years. For me, it's only 20. I wish I started 40 years ago when she started, but it just takes me a little while longer, I think.
She has prior lives. You see them?
Yes, I feel that we definitely have some sort of
I love
connection.
Sally.
But that's happening. You know that.
She's a gypsy.
It's crazy because the people that I have met, you know that, and I'm always here. It seems when we're meant to talk. That's amazing.
I only came back into it, though, maybe 5 years ago because I was in an explosion with LA Fitness,
Okay.
so my body got affected, so I couldn't do what I normally want to do.
Right.
And sometimes you feel like your body sits you down sometimes
Yes.
to pay
Yes,
attention.
yes.
So because I am wanting to do so much, and
Well,
the
there's
whole right
again,
side of
it's
me,
balance
yeah,
because there's
I
only
can't. I
so
have to
much
stop
that we
and
can
sit.
do. It will affect us because I'm an empath, as you know what that's like too.
Does
so we have to get rid of-
negative people affect you? So if you meet somebody who's negative,
Mm-hmm.
do you absorb their negative energy?
I completely do. And I'm human. I'm just as weak as the next person. If somebody brings me
Right.
to that side, sometimes I dance with you.
But
I
you
don't
also,
want to,
you
though.
will also share and absorb people's positive energy.
Yes, of course. Yeah, you can feel that. It's energy.
Are we
It's-
going to
it's
set
like
you
a
up to do one of your, you do it, you can use a chair or you need a table?
Well, I just prefer the table because I'm trying to
On over
scan. Yeah.
Backs and lay on the floor. No, I'm kidding.
You can. I'll get down on my knees. I will
I'm
get
kidding,
to
Bax.
And he will do it, so don't take offense here.
You can have someone lay on the couch over there and set it up.
Come on.
No, he can
Let's
sit in
go.
the chair.
It would be kind of cool. So you have
Yeah,
everyone
I
pick
could
a
just
card
do his
first.
top three if you want. Just the throat and the. You can sit here. We'll just do the top.
Go sit over
You know what I
there.
think I want to
Go
do
ahead.
first, Bax?
Go
I
ahead.
want to get her a lavalier from B so she can have her hands free.
Okay.
So I want to do that before.
we set
Let's
it
get
up.
her a lavalier. Let's get a lavalier
You're going to
for
sit over
Genevieve.
here. We're going to get a loud for her so she can have hands
So you'll
free.
have hands free, and we'll get you all situated and set up. And while we do that, we're going to chit chat with Sally while we're setting everything else up.
We're going
Hi.
to set you up with a mic.
And you've got your show coming up today.
Yes.
What are we going to talk about?
Well, I have my two favorite guests on it today. Yes.
What are we talking about?
Well, on Facebook, I think I had put past lives. We haven't done that for a while, so we'll do that.
Now I gotta ask you. Now you have this seminar that's coming up. You're gonna be talking to people that you've never met in your life. They're gonna ask you questions, right? Random questions and everything else. How do you prepare for something like that? Or have you ever done
Freddie,
it?
you know that. I just need to know where I have to be, where I'm going, and what I may need to take with me. I have not usually done that forum. I mean, I do my show, and I've been doing it, and I don't know what questions it's no different to what I do here on my show.
When is it?
The first one comes up in August. Then I have quite a few. I am allowed. I asked this lady, could I bring somebody? And they said, yes, absolutely. But I don't know. She just wanted to know a little bit about me. So I said,
Are you also going to be selling your books there?
I'm going to put my books out on show. Whether they allow me or not, I don't know. But I'm going to definitely do that. Yes, I had asked.
You told me that your book is coming out in a couple months.
Right.
It's
No,
only 2 more
the other
chapters?
one. Yes,
new one.
I just heard from my the person that's doing it for me. He said to me that I had given him another 4 or 5 months after this first one. He said he should be definitely finished and it'll be ready to sell in about 4 months from now.
You know, what a journey this has been. I was talking to Luis Gomez on Thursday. It's been a year since Lynn was so sick and he was just being transferred a year ago last week to the hospital, and unfortunately we lost him. And now here you are a year later, and we thought the book was lost. You thought that transcript and everything was...
Yes.
And the team and the community it took to get the transcript, to get into his computer, to find the computer, for it to come this far in fruition in a year is amazing.
And again, you know, we're talking about timing. For me, I truly do believe that book, although I had it printed 18 years ago, but I didn't really have the forum to advertise it. I sold some. So I kind of let go of that because I figured it needed more editing and everything. So when it finally, because unfortunately Lynn had passed away, who had been my editor, I went with the guy who said he could do it that was writing the movie about me. So it kind of worked out. And in connection with that, where this book leaves off, my new book will be, at least they'll read how this all happened to me, which I really didn't see how relevant it was until the new book's coming out and having my show where people see this. So the interest, people are saying, how did this happen? What happened? Well, my first book, you know, they can read. And then from there, it's basically my story and my life. However, I don't know yet. He's sending me everything.
Has he changed what you want to do in the future, being that this is happening?
Absolutely. What has changed very, very much for me are the lectures that I'm going to be doing because, you know, I'm in the latter. I'm not necessarily, I always say it coming out with my age, but I'm in the latter part of my life. And I keep getting messages that there is hope for people from my story of what's happened. It's not just me, it happens to a lot of people, but they need to be aware of it. So talking about what I'm going to be talking about now is to tell people what happened to me at my age, and I didn't stop. The most important part of my journey is to never, never give up and believe. I mean, it's not necessarily religion. It's just believe that there is something greater than us, whatever we feel that it might be.
And look what a year you've had. I'm sitting here thinking, from Lynn passing and you finishing your book, and your daughter, you had her 1 year at the time, and then Steve, unfortunately, getting cancer, but coming through it positively on the other side, and now into your lectures, and your movie coming out, and your book coming out. It's amazing that it has to be you and your positive belief system and your high energy, because even when bad things happen, positive things continue to happen around you.
Yes, because even with what you're saying, I totally relate, because if you go to that lower vibration, and I've been talking about this for years, but every month it seems to get more and more clearer to me, because once you go to that lower vibrational energy, absolutely, you're attracting what we put out. And I know it's not coincidence that you're here right now. We attract what we put out. So why, although I've had a lot, I lost my daughter a couple of years ago, it's not okay. Of course it's not, but you have to bring yourself up. You have to you don't have to do anything. My recommendation is you do, because the more you feed into the unhappiness in your life, then you're going to attract. You guys have seen it in front of your eyes. So have I. I'm not the only one that's, I'm surprised. The amount of people that have come in here that talk the same way. I didn't know you guys 2 years ago, and look what's happened, as far as today.
Well, the amazing thing is that what we're about to see might be a solution to maybe it speeds up you doing what you should have done. I'm really curious to see how this works. And you couldn't have picked a better specimen than Baxton to do this. Well, there's a lot of other things that I worry about for Baxton. Baxton happens to be a very giving person, just like you, Sally, very giving. And sometimes that changes the nature of balance. So I want to see how this whole thing is going to work out. I'm looking at you, but watching this, but I'm thinking of you in this ear.
But you know, Freddie, it's entirely up to us.
Always entirely up to you.
So, you know, it's changing a mindset. It's really simple, but it's difficult.
I just can't rely on us because it takes too long for you to get to that simple mindset.
But look how many people, you and I were talking before the show.
Right.
Will try to bring you down with negative energy.
Right.
You can even look at what happened this weekend and the news around it, and it's constant bombardment of low energy, of negative, and it goes and it goes and it goes. To the point that it brings your energy down. I was saying to Aaron, I said, there's so much negativity that it makes me feel sometimes as if, how can I, one person being positive, continue to stay there? And if I stay there, does it really even make a difference?
Yeah.
It does, Dawn. It's like a ripple effect, as Aldo used to tell me. Because if we all didn't want to, you know, I would say, okay, I give up, there's too much negativity. Yeah, of course I have that negativity. We are human, I'm still here. But as long as you're aware of that, so if one person, me sitting here talking to you, we are raising a vibrational energy. We may think it's going anywhere, but it is, because it's touching people. And this may sound crazy, on the other side of the world even, because it's in that energy. That energy is not just here. It's just like the negative on the opposite side of it. Same thing. So the more...
Let's start this.
Yeah,
Ready to start, or you need us to take a break?
What you speak, I listen to. So I'm thankful that I'm getting to hear what you're saying, and I appreciate you for giving it to me, because I'm a sponge. I will absorb you all the time. Thank you.
And I'm eager to see what you're doing. Okay.
Normally I do start with Reiki though first, and I've already scanned. I'm just using tuning forks, and I'm just going to work on the top 3. And since we just met 30 minutes ago, of course, I don't know your personality, but they will know, because when you're in balance on your throat chakra, you're confident, you feel creative, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes when you have a blocked throat chakra, you have a sense of insecurity, like you're afraid to say something. And sometimes when it's overactive, you're like a gossip. And then people are like, oh no, here he come, he gonna be gossiping, because they know it's overactive. He's laughing, so did I hit?
100% right.
So this is a tuning fork. It's the easiest thing. We just gong it, and then we let you hear the vibration and the frequency. And you'll be able to feel that vibration right there. Do you feel that? You'll hear it as soon as I tap it again, because now it's coming low.
Yeah.
It's not touching you even. It's not even on your skin. And normally you're just focusing on a positive intention to get into balance, to be appreciative. And that would be your throat chakra. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to go on to the next one. I'm going to go to your third eye, which some people say that there's like a veil so that you don't actually know what's going on and you can't see how people really are. But when they're trying to come for you, be in front of you, you want to be able to know the very first time how somebody is.
Yeah.
Okay, and basically when it's in balance, you're more excited and you feel as though you can speak. And sometimes poor sense of judgment when it's blocked, because again you're thinking too much about it, and sometimes like you wish somebody would give you guidance, but just believe in the heart, and I mean in the solar plexus, because it's your gut instinct.
Yeah.
It's right above the belly button.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to let you listen to this one. You hear the difference in the frequency?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we'll do your last one. Of course, this is just the quickest version I can give you. And then the thought, which is like your bliss. That's like the God consciousness, which is up here, and that's where we're connecting to, and that's where you're trying to, I mean, if I could put one of them pulley hair things out for everybody to just keep your head completely straight and to just absorb everything, it would be amazing, but we'll let you listen to that one also. Hear the difference in the frequency?
Yeah.
Genevieve, do you feel his energy?
I absolutely love him. I think he's just so beautiful.
He is.
I mean, listen, it's my honor to even be in the same presence with you because your energy is just beautiful. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So you feel him when you're doing that?
No, I actually felt him earlier when he was asking me if I needed something. I think I touched him, and I was like, oh my God, I love him already. Just looking at you, you're amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
I guess I can leave that there. I don't know where it went.
So you're able then to figure out from what you just said, does this give him more balance?
This is to get all his chakras in balance and
So
giving
he's
everybody energy. Yeah, when I'm doing Reiki and you're flat, for me, it's how I like to do it, and I'm doing a scan, I'm sort of feeling everybody's energy when I'm trying to take out the negativity and then give it back to earth, and then I put the positive energy in, and then I seal them all to keep it all in. That's just how I've always done it. And then I use my tuning forks, and then I do another scan, and then it's namaste.
But then in the long run for Baxton, if he were to continue to do this, he would have clearer thought? Would he be a more balanced individual?
Well, everybody, when we get in alignment, becomes better in each field because what we're focusing on. Once we know what to focus on, it's like, reading a book. Once you learn to read, we can read all the books. So once you learn how to feel what you're feeling, what you're focusing on, what you're thinking, you'll be able to put yourself in alignment because I knew I was speaking today, which I've never had to do for my Reiki. I've only ever just done it. So I wore blue for color therapy. Because I was talking about my chakras, I picked a pair of shoes that actually had some of my favorite chakras. So everything is all with intention and what I was trying to portray for you to understand and take in, because sometimes we just tune out and we don't want to pay attention. We just think, all right, go on to the next one. But you really have to listen. Our body will tell us what's out of line, what we need to focus on.
So certain colors that he wears will emit a more balanced Baxton.
The colors we wear for color therapy, the sounds, the music we listen to, the best way to really align your chakra, if I'm digging deep, is to dance and sing. Because the vibration,
that's what he does.
And his voice, I was applauding. I was sitting over here going, oh my God, he's amazing.
So you worked on what? His crown, his throat?
And his third eye.
And his
just
third
the top
eye.
three.
Okay.
Yeah, and then 4 below.
You have more vision now, Baxter, more clarity?
You should feel more confident in yourself because there's doubt that you think we're not listening, but honestly we are. I am.
We're all listening to him, always.
I got an aspirin with your name on it. I listen so much.
Oh my gosh. All right, let's take a commercial break. More to come on the other side of this break. I think we've got some segments that some of our crew have put together for this day in history. More to come. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Do you want the opportunity to have a TV show or podcast? Now, at Amp Media Productions, you can host your very own visual broadcast anywhere around the world. With our talented group of creators, we will provide you with show elements, board operations, and any on-screen visuals you'd like to showcase. All you must do is log onto your computer and communicate with your viewers. Contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422 or email hello@amp2.tv to start your own show today.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873. Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft silk touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last. Do you suffer from neuropathy? Maybe you do, and you don't even know it. Do you have numbness, pain, burning, or tingling in your hands and feet? Muscle weakness, loss of balance, muscle twitching? Are you not sleeping? Does it feel like pins and needles in your hands and feet? Maybe you don't even have any feeling at all. These symptoms can make life unbearable, but there is help at the Lighthouse Medical Center. Call 754-222-6642 for a no-charge consultation and say goodbye to your neuropathy symptoms. That is 754-222-6642, or visit us online at lighthousemedicalcenter.com.
Do you have diabetes? If you have insurance, you may qualify for a new continuous glucose monitor. With a CGM, you can continuously track your levels and trends, spend more time in range, significantly lower your A1C, and share important data with loved ones and caregivers. Most importantly, a CGM eliminates the one thing most people with diabetes hate: painful finger sticks. Take charge of your health. Order your new continuous glucose monitor today. If you use insulin and have seen your diabetes care provider within the last 6 months, you may qualify for a CGM today. We'll do all the insurance paperwork and deliver your new CGM at little or no out-of-pocket cost to you. Medicare and most insurances cover continuous glucose monitors, so don't wait. Have your insurance handy and call the CGM Health Hotline now.
Welcome to the Chocolate Spectrum, nestled in the heart of Jupiter, Florida, where every sweet indulgence tells a story of hope. Founded by Valerie Herskowitz for her son Blake, who is on the autism spectrum, the family-owned Artisan Chocolate Company has been spreading joy since 2013. Here, individuals with autism and other developmental disabilities are empowered with training and employment opportunities, which not only give them purpose, but also teach valuable skills. Support a greater cause with your exquisite treat by shopping in-store or online at shop.thechocolatespectrum.com, with shipping nationwide all year round, or call at 561-277-9886. The Chocolate Spectrum, where every bite makes a difference.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
On this day in history, July 15th. In 1903, Ford Motor Company received its first ever order for a car. In 1997, fashion designer Gianni Versace was murdered by a serial killer named Andrew Cunanan. In 2006, the creators of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, Noah Glass, Biz Stone, and Evan Williams officially launched the app for the very first time. And in 1965, Mariner 4 returned the first ever close-up photographs of Mars' surface to Earth.
Hi, I'm Gabriel Lonley. I'm here with Amp Media Production Studios, and today we're going to be talking about a few topics that are very interesting, some local news. So first thing, there was a rehab facility center that burned down, TLC in Fort Lauderdale. Luckily, no one was injured or burned. They had to disperse 60 of their patients to another rehab facility. Right after that, we have the Argentina in the Copa America match. They won 1-0 against Colombia. They scored at the 112th minute marker with just seconds to spare. And that's their second Copa America tournament that they've won. Next topic is about the heat advisory. This week it's going to be about 80, the low is 80 degrees, high is 90, and Lake Okeechobee and Lake Okeechobee. It's going to be about 105 to 110 degrees, so make sure to stay hydrated. Try to stay out of the sun as much as you can. And with the Trump assassination, luckily Trump survived, and the bullet just grazed his ear. This was just a day or two ago. The shooter was allegedly found on the roof before the shots were fired, but they were not able to engage him in time. Trump luckily survived, and as he was fleeing the scene, the Secret Service was escorting him out, and he was still trying to grab his shoe. And right before he was escorted, he made this outstanding and quite an amazing picture just of the timing of everything. And with Bitcoin, it rose by 10%. Just Friday, it was at 53,000. Right after the assassination attempt on Trump, it rose to $63,000 just today by 10%. Research suggests that it rose because of the ties with Donald Trump and because he's a big supporter of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, and he's going to be attending a meeting in Nashville very soon.
That's amazing. Nice job with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin, when we first started working with Bitcoin Master, it was a 63, 73, and then it went all the way down, I want to say to like 13 or 14.
Yeah, yeah.
And now it's back at 63. It's been maybe 2 years since it was at 63. And he kept saying, hold on to it, hold on to it. You got to believe in it, just let it go. Let it ride.
Now you're even.
And now you're back even to where you were.
So now you can get out if you want to get out.
I got out. I got out when I was down.
Hold on to it, hold on to it. I got out.
I got out. But wow, nice job.
Thank you, Don.
Nice job. So I found out today that you only have 3 more weeks with us.
Yes, I'm only here for another 3 weeks.
Which means another 3 days.
No, school at Penn State was suspended, by the way, for 6 months. You didn't hear?
No.
Yeah, it's because of the shooting. They're going to stop 6 months of school.
Is that true?
No.
I wish. That would be such a nice break.
And then you're going to get work with us for a little bit longer.
Yeah, that too. I
Are
would
you a
love to do
senior?
that. Yeah, going into
What
my
are your
last
plans
year.
after you finish school?
Right now, I'm looking at internships in New York and Miami and other places. I really want to work for like Sirius XM or like some live TV show, maybe something in news.
Doing what?
Honestly, anything. I really want to just learn everything there is to with news and live TV. I really love live TV a bit more than recorded TV and movies and TV shows and stuff like that.
Nice job.
Do you speak Spanish?
No.
Okay.
Unfortunately not.
Well, I think you're going to get there.
I think so, yes.
Somewhere to-
Definitely with the help of you guys. It's definitely possible.
Nice job.
Energy in the universe to bring it back to you, and then be ready for it when it comes.
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
That's the trick, to be ready for it when it comes.
Nice job. Do we have more segments?
I have no idea.
I don't either. You guys, we have more segments, anyone?
Are we done?
I guess not, since they're not answering us. So you can tune into, do we have any more segments? No, okay. Call me Zena today at 2:30. We're going to be talking about past lives and gratitude.
And anything that anyone wants to ask me, right?
Is past life and regression the same thing?
No, regression takes you into a past life.
Do you do that?
I can do, yes, I have.
You gonna turn me into a chicken?
Well, I've been meaning to tell you the story about that at a later date. Tune in.
I've been watching My Lady Jane, and half of the population in England are Ethians, and they all turn into
I watched
animals.
that.
They what? I didn't know this.
I watched
Yeah.
that for 20 minutes.
It's
What is
not
it?
for you. It's called My Lady Jane.
Okay.
And it's a story of Jane Grey.
Okay.
And instead of beheading her at 9 days when she's queen, I never even knew who she was. They changed the outcome of the story. But half of London, half of England, they're Ethians, so they turn to animals.
I never heard that. I'm from a,
Yeah.
and I've been here a long time.
So you got to check out this new show. It's on Amazon Prime. It's on Amazon Prime, so you can check it out. It's called My Lady Jane. It's
See
interesting.
that, and then go see.
This isn't true.
Well, it's not true.
And
But
then go see. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Look, you're turning into feathers.
you can turn into a bird or a horse.
See, go see Long Legged.
Long-legged?
Long-legged, the movie. Go see
Okay.
it. Go see
I
it. Let
learned
me know what
actually
you
something.
think.
We've been watching, Steve, if you're there, I don't remember the name. I am terrible with names. A series. And this lady had twins. It's just brand new on Netflix. And they were from different fathers. I've never, ever heard that.
Twins from different
Yes, you can. That can actually.
It's true.
It's
There's a name for it.
Huh?
I heard cats can do that too.
No,
There's a
human
name for
beings,
it.
Yes, all animals can do it, but human beings. They just wrote an article about a real story that occurred. That same thing. She got pregnant, and she apparently had the coochie the same day with another man.
I think
and
it's
she got
called-
pregnant again. She had twins from two different men.
Maybe what we're watching
at
is
the
a true
same
story. I think
time.
it's called Desperate Lies.
It's actually a real.
Oh my
it's
goodness me!
It's based on a real story.
It was like really weird.
See, I'm not allowed to bring up stuff like that because they yell at me. But
Why?
There's purpose in both of them. They weren't mistakes. They weren't.
No, of course not.
You're wrong for any reason. They are perfect for some good reason that hopefully we'll all get to find out
And
shortly.
I don't want to say too much in case people are going to watch the series, and I haven't finished watching it yet. But it's really interesting. I mean, I didn't know, and they mentioned the name of what it's actually called. There is a name for it.
What's
It's
the name of the series?
I think it's called Desperate Lies or something. I've been watching. Lies.
yeah, Desperate Housewife.
No, it's
That's
not.
we're not-
But
we're not in
it's
truckers
actually
anymore.
fascinating, especially if it's true. It can happen, but it doesn't happen very often. But if this story is true.
Do you like going to the movies?
Yeah, I don't
Do
mind.
you ever fall asleep?
In the movies?
Yeah.
Not that I'm aware of.
I have.
You have? I went to see Long Legged and fell asleep, but he loves it.
But why did you want me to go and see it then? You fell
Because
asleep.
I want you to settle a disagreement.
Oh, okay. I'll go
Not
see it.
you. Not you, because I see what you see.
I thought you were going to send me to a really boring movie. You fell asleep.
No, according to him, it's great. According
Okay.
to me, you know who's in it?
Who?
Nicholas
Cage.
Nicholas Cage.
Oh, okay.
What's the movie called?
Long legs.
Long Legs.
Never heard of it.
Sleeper.
Well, so why would you want us to see it?
Because he says it's fantastic.
Okay, we're gonna wrap this up. Yes, Max?
So, if you are looking for something on Amazon Prime to watch,
Yes.
Dead Whisper.
Dead Whisper. All right. Check it out on Amazon Prime. More to come. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Stay safe. Be kind to each other. For more information on our Futures Foundation, you can go onto social media or the website.
What's the new social media?
AMP Media Futures Foundation, or our website is ampfutures.org.
What's the new Instagram and stuff?
AMP Media Futures.
And the Instagram? And what else?
Facebook, AMP Media Futures, and ampfutures.org is our website.
There you have
So
it.
check it out. More to come. Stay tuned today at 2:30 for Call Me Zena. If you're in the area, come on by. If not, give us a call, and Zena will answer all of your pending questions. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Stay safe, be kind to each other, and we'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. drive time.
Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Broken Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.